Hey everybody, Motorport59 here, and we're going to talk about what an idiot my governor is. Gavin Newsom is an idiot, and what's scary is that he will very likely be the president of the United States within the next 10 or 12 years, however it works out with him. As I said in a video a while back, I don't know if the pendulum is capable of swinging back before the clock breaks. And if it doesn't, Gavin Newsom will definitely break it. Right now, in California, they passed the fast food minimum wage law last November, but it went into effect a couple of weeks ago. And that is that prior to that, fast food minimum wage was $16 an hour, which is outrageous anyway. But be that as it may, it is now $20 an hour. $20 an hour to work at a fast food restaurant. $20 an hour to flip burgers. And I have people I know that, those people they have families too. They shouldn't. They shouldn't, because that's not what those jobs were meant to be. Those jobs, I asked a friend of mine the other day who was kind of supporting it. I said, when we were kids, did you know anybody but kids? How many of your friends worked at fast food places? I never worked at one because I couldn't deal with the public. I'd get fired. And she said, yeah, you're right, quite a few. And how many adults do you know who work at fast food places as their primary source of income? None. That's my point. If you are an adult and you have a family and you're working at McDonald's as your primary source of income, you're an idiot. There are plenty of jobs out there that have room to grow, and you can take experience from that job and do a lateral move into another industry. But these people just don't get it. They just don't get it. I don't eat fast food much. I haven't in decades. That's just not my thing. I don't care much for it. Sometimes I get a yen for an Arbys sandwich or something like that. I don't like McDonald's. I never have. I don't like Burger King, Jack in the Box. I don't like any of those places. Arbys and Wiener Schnitzel were about the only two I ever frequented. And I didn't frequent them that much. But anyway, a medium combo meal with the regular beef sandwich that I've always gotten at Arbys, the last time I went, was about $13. I hadn't gone in a while. Maybe the price crept up a little. I don't know. Probably because of the Biden inflation problems. But I went there. I was on the run. I didn't have much time. I was running errands and I was hungry, so I ran in, do the drive-thru at Arbys, and it was almost $21 for a sandwich, a medium drink, and a medium fry. And that's it. I'm done with fast food. I will not go to fast food again. It's not a boycott. I'm just not going to go. I'm not going to pay those kind of prices for a hamburger. I'll keep granola in my truck or cookies or something. I'm not going to pay those kind of prices just because I'm in a hurry. And I'm not going to, my kids are all adults, but I'm not going to buy fast food. I'm not going to say, I want to go to McDonald's and get us all a hamburger. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to pay those prices. It's crazy. And it's not going to help anyone. Companies are already laying people off. No, they're not laying them off. They're firing them. They're getting rid of jobs, and they're going to make the people who stay there do more work. If they want to get $20, all right, you're going to earn it. Now you're going to earn it. They've already started. A lot of these places have just closed. A big story a couple of weeks ago that was, I ran across a YouTube clip of that where the Foster's Freeze, and I think it was in, I don't know, up north somewhere. And it just closed. They said they went to work one day and the owner was there with their checks and said, I'm done. I'm going to pay $20 an hour. I can't afford it. Lee Iacocca famously said I think it was in 1979 during the big strike with UAW, and he was the president of Chrysler, said, I have 17,000 jobs at $17 an hour. I don't have any at 20. And that was a long time ago. And he said, I'll close the doors. I'll shut it down. Then what? So the union said, all right, we'll take your final offer. And that's what's happening right now. These places are just going to start closing because they're not going to be able to make money. People are going to stop going to them, and they're not going to have the profit they had. So some of these AI, everybody complains about AI, but they're hastening its arrival into our lives by doing things like this. There are many of the big places. Taco Bell, I think, had, no, I can't remember if it was a Taco Bell or which one it was. It doesn't matter. Ugh, Taco Bell. I've never liked Taco Bell. Yeah. But anyway, they are going to AI. And there are still going to be a couple of people that are supposed to be like, when they go full AI, they'll no more sitting in. They've already opened a couple of them. No more dining in. It has to be drive-through. I imagine if this goes all the way to its conclusion, they will probably have walk-up windows. But you can't sit down and dine in anymore. All your ordering will be done either before you get there online and you drive and pick it up, or you order through AI at the window, and you won't be talking to a person. You won't be able to use cash. You'll have to use a card, and everybody's pissing and moaning about having to, use cash, stop using cards. Everybody's going to be forced to use a card at these places. And it's just the way things are going to be. And there's going to be, I've heard there'll be like a maintenance person always on duty at these places in case something goes wrong, and another person to deal with personal things if the money gets screwed up, something like that. But some of them, they will still have people making the food, but there'll be no one at the drive-up window. There'll be no one inside. You won't be, and all those jobs will be lost. And as business dwindles, the cooking jobs will be lost. And the people who are working there are going to be working fewer hours. They're going to lose their benefits. Some people are going to lose their jobs outright. And the California government and liberals in general across America, but as it goes in California, it goes as it goes in America. That is sad, but it's true. It's become a fact. And Newsom and his cronies, they know exactly what they're doing. They don't care. They're the haves, and they always will be. They don't care about the have-nots. They don't care about the have-somes, which is you and I, the middle class, don't care about us either. And the people who support them are so narrow-minded and so short-sighted and so filled with hate for anything that's not progressive that they're willing to go along with this. And pretty soon, the kids that are in high school that just, they live with their folks, they just want to make a little bit of money themselves, maybe so they can buy their own car before they have to go out on their own, or, they want to get some red tennis shoes or whatever it is they want to buy, but they want to be able to have a few extra bucks to do that. They're not supporting anyone. They're not supporting a household. They just want to have a job like I did. I worked at a gas station when I was in high school. I worked at packing sheds up in Tehachapi, and I had little podunk jobs like that. And they did fine for me. I had my own money. I didn't have to bug my parents for much. And that's what some of these kids want. And those jobs aren't going to be there. They're just not going to be there. They're going to be gone. And as I said, if you're an adult trying to support a family working at fast food places, you're an idiot, and you've screwed yourself if you think this is a good idea. What do you think about $20 an hour fast food? What do you think about the opinions I have and the thoughts I have about where this is going to lead? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content, and we'll see you all later, but not at a fast food restaurant.